in recent times, the judiciary has become so predictable to the extent that basic element of common sense, reasoning, and logic. Over for ruling, now then, exactly. And Chief Justice, Neman Subaya Madame, and say it is an institution. I hear for Ghana for to believe in. What I say? First, no, may a judge Yedi Hunu yeah, generation we know. Me say Pontius Pilate no mo that dear channel cry no ba can say who nipa can adwan and it doesn't mean say wa pongo nwi na show we respect the chair, we respect you as an individual, but oh yeah adwuma no wa nya adwuma papa nipa can adwan what I say opa kofa Pontius Pilate bla back and no
just judges in the criticize you mo
young adam we nyankopon opa ma yesu fa ne bag metena yislego no medi nsem hunu obehu am ade am for the baye no sa nya man me see atwam. All that you have to do is to do the right thing and obia back back. What has happened America no? Enti yentimi nkofa panel mesi ho. Judge back no te so no ya catch us papa no your MPP no or your failed parliamentary candidate. Look at how sensitive this particular issue. Common sense will tell you that bringing him on the bench, you will be on the wrong side of the public. Eba you say your constitutional matter. Constitutional matter and punching at the court. And that political party. They have political interest. So at the end of the day, that issue has political bearing. So, yes, sir, you may sit there and do the right thing. But you see, in justice dispensation,
public opinion.
In justice dispensation, delivering justice is one thing. Getting people to have trust and confidence is a whole package. At the end of the day, if people don't trust you, I cause 90. Exactly. Because we are not criticizing Supreme Court for ruling no more. I'm not even interested. But you see the circumstances that drive justice delivery. I am more Ibrahim a researcher, public, any trust. Afrobarometer about trust, as a Chief Justice, it should be your job. No, it should be your job because I don't know because Sani Lulubi, for 4 years they don't have representation. Because there be a mekanse senka Ghana baby akwa kodu senka ye wo any decency bi anka Bawumia will not even get the courage be Ghana for him so omonto abamane because he is just a Chinese version of Akufo-Addo. Just a Chinese version. It is a Akufo-Addo. Oh captain say Akufo-Addo ni na say near the Chinese version brawa, then you can imagine the kind of danger you are in because baby it is a CI. Look at the economy today. Sesia e come in Ghana to the stand say all your friends say external creditors we are all unable to pay near the China cut. You have to go and beg them some fire kind Ghana and your patch and the actual when I read a Ghana near patch and the chow some funny channel. We were begging other institutions and that's for
the Chinese
captain and the papa no way because Obia Oba as economist. We'll say you have the solution to all the problems and then look at the CD, look at the dollar. Your debt portfolio, and the debt to GDP.
You see, you don't understand.
Understand what?
Because you are not an economist.
That is a joke.
You see, the fact that when the fundamentals are weak, exchange rate will expose you. Yes, it's 100% correct. Yesterday and today, but it is a warped logic for anybody to think that when the exchange rate is not doing good, it means the fundamentals are that's what response to you.
Your politics and the jokers have taken the center stage. You see, they wear fancy coats, stand on the political platforms, turn themselves into comic enthusiasts. Then they wow the people with those silly analogies and those kind of stuff. At the end of the day, the major factor has to do with what is prevailing on the economic front. The average Ghanaians, the daily economic realities, and that is the economy. It is not about the words you use to describe it, because when it comes to using words, those platitudes, some of us are very good at using words to, make things look like those things. People are good because I'm forced to yes, but the reality is the daily economic realities of the average Ghanaian. What that's already and they go to Aboso Kain or how many of them are able to do that? And importing as for a good because of the dollar. That is the promise Dr. Bawumia made to the people of this country. So why is he not out there telling the people of this country, say, I told you, say John Mahama, you're reckless. Now I'm coming to do better. Today, look at the city, look at the dollar, look at your friends, your debt rating as for them. For the first time, motor government bonds and then as for them, you see a debt restructuring as a result. Now we call bank and we share so for me. Oh me, not Nisua Tata and the other also the Nisika.
He's around 60 years. He's supposed to get his money to buy his medication. But government is telling him to postpone the maturation date. And a death sentence and what pass your man. Because as a health personnel, what I know is people after 60, 70, 80, you need your doses of medication to survive on daily basis. You cannot postpone it. There is no negotiable. So if government that's our minor boka and Makachiro, the reason why we are here today, because of certain reckless, foolish decisions some individuals decided to take. For instance, Keno Forata, when he started borrowing in that reckless fashion, yet now money ready away so can they never listened to any of us. You understand? And then at the same time, Ghana for you saw what happened in this particular country. Bond market and then for captain, look at the amount of money and then so where we were expecting government to intervene, now with the Sika class 7 as a forum cathedral. How many times I mean one Taranka cathedral? Yakobu judges dying guye, and then I see in 2012. Ye bue dining in to guye. Ekosi, isi ekosi cathedral, and then Amanana Daho, $58 million. These are the realities. So you see, Baby Yababedu a Ghana and you will have to sacrifice where the president was telling people say they should sacrifice, It's not as if say or mine running and a mistake, but a deliberate, conscious, reckless decision. These people decided, say, or mobile just for their stomach, just for their personal way. So I know the day, may no end so far. Is the reason why Ghana abaye a laughing stock in the community of nations and every facet of our society. And the problems now is you're visiting your can't be any candidate or credit to be able to know because of hypocrisy. And the sad aspect is among for Mokanwa. Where is it civil society? Where are him for? Where are software? Issues. Remember, boy, because you see, you NDC problem, your MPP problem. Because I remember when Mahama was president, you were software, you saw more puppet. Insulting him, they were insulting the president too. I remember there was this software, or say Mahama Koje get Mutu Abakruma.
Yes.
He told him that he should exercise compassion in tandem with common sense. At that time, Obia who do grudge against Obi because or my name idea, Obia or Quenya. But then the Akosuno airtime, the Akosuno is 1,000 times worse than what was happening under Yefen Mahama time. So the question is, Argentina, everybody is quiet. Cathedral Semi Okosi, Sasika, into $58 million way. Fasasika, in the northern region. Fako B, Fako Western region. Now, this is the kind of lives a bit changing. There are a lot of people Ghana for ya selling your home into modern day slavery. Ghana for Egypt visa your friend saying Egypt. Egypt. Ghana for visa Middle East to sell themselves into modern day slavery, all because of desperation, hopelessness. There is nothing for them. Ghana for Mantia Winim Omuko Libya. Desert no fa so bedu Libya na nya de ketwa owi a ose akotena balu a yehui bi so atena so atwa Mediterranean Sea to sell themselves to slavery in modern day way, all because opportunities na abundant when you come no few misguided greedy people because of politics are taking over, and these are software. They are the conscience of the society. Ahemfo mukura tumia ya traditional bond no mu hold no ombetimi asora fie monia ka kire President Nisabi and Semunu no di ko en Semunu we na Akufo-Addo demonstrate in 2016 ka Ghana ndintu abama no say ye soro no say ye fere no say de yo e na ye nyina ye gya no e na waye no ho kenkon I like a messiah with that God concept. Now Jane say he's better than Obi and Obi otimika so better than Kroma there e de bembiem e na wanya kwanya na oye de ope me free say obi ati ye na yama no kwan e na odi sansem hunu no Ghana for coming together. The power of the people is superior, more powerful than those we have elected. You understand? It is a Ghana for coming together in one accord, irrespective of how you stand across the political divide. You divide. They say indeed, you better go against the government and force the government to do the right thing. Rollins can or say there is no single perfect president anywhere. Even Kofa Jesus Christ by any president. That's a people na more man sorry to be on that particular person. The next day you wake up, he'll be a monster. So we are the sentinels of our democracy, destined to protect its foundation. And yeah, say it doesn't matter who is there. Say when you're doing your set, say you be jinamo minor. I'm not sure say any single person or group of people can just come and take advantage of this country and say yeah to Obama minty and they met me here. I think some penny for now fairly young people in this country, because when I look around that I'm penny for a bit to do near to a winning, but you are so much disappointed. And I'm saying some Ghana Medical Association. Your friend saying Professor Jamponi in Crew for other associations. And you see a buying individuals now who say be idea buying any crasses. Because yes, I galam say saying a ban say na ban with me term concession our forest at the man for anti overseas civil society organizations about 6 at their buying court. More catch court and say unnullify LI 2462 na make no because inconsistent with the provisions of the Forest Act and 1992 Constitution. Sam Krofo Motin and activists in the Hunyansa AC were buying by buying na also protected the ultimate interest of the people of this country. The science and who or no more for licenses. Since I make a say, nipa 35, ni companies 35, and a letter got to Akufo-Addo and him. Shame. The power to go into the forest and mine. So this person echo into a crisis meeting. Now, if them have a catcher say, me the soldier for air grounds, I could protect Galamsey side. Don't you think that person is a joker? But it's the same person who is giving the concession to people to go and mine. No, but catch say, oh yeah, we are. Because Galamsey, no, it's not as if there is no solution. No. Yeah, I'm against this practice of giving concession to individuals. What say so what stopped government from forming about 200 state-owned companies? Yeah, about what has happened within this space of 2 weeks, we're taking over as president. And I like the directness, the swiftness, the boldness in quite of us or yet the Nema. You see, you could see that this is somebody or clarity of thought about what he's doing. Yeah. There is no ambiguity about decisions I will make. For instance, he made your friend say commitment to Ghanaians about say about cutting down the size of government. That's sorry. There is a letter to that particular regard that what downsizing the ministry from 30 to 23. And I've seen a lot of people with different debates say and cutting costs and as I say, let us not mislead people, because whichever way you see it, cutting down ministry will save cost. You and I enemy what comes along. Abra appointed a minister, a whole lot of budget and as a forum. And I know the day assign a symbolic relevance so far as the Ghanaian people are concerned, because platform where how many times Nayan Tenasen can say we need to cut down the size of government, because it is not about the last size of government, it's about efficiency. Akufo-Addo told us, say Adjumani Dawson, he needed a large crowd to be able to execute that particular thing. I know the day or setting up the biggest size of government in the history of this country, and his government ended up to be the worst government in the history of this country. So it is about efficiency. So I think that particular boldness and we're walking through to that particular commitment, and we're cutting down the size of government and 23 ministry, because there are some of the ministries we're combining. And one thing I like has to do with the youth empowerment and because over the years, it's a large area. So going sports and recreation, and then the youth now Kasano development and empowerment. I think give us the opportunity to be able to train young people for the future, because there be a better young people, future leaders. Makacho say ulusu and now there can be no tomorrow. So building tomorrow means that you need to build the youth as well. Say by your take it a particular child. So government will be placing emphasis on young people and be much concerned about their development. Actually say you are really setting the stage for that particular future. So I think that is good. And then several other directives are one Adeba platform we saw several times has to do with JB elections. Killings I call so 8 years ago, and then one that they see. I think was for 6. Yes, I'm on for now. Just what say in a civilized democratic dispensation like ours, we go into an election. Now you're bondi patu people who did the killing were captured on video. The president could cause an investigative body to be constituted. Even at the preliminary stage, you establish certain merit to be about the case. Now you know what to do. He didn't do a thing about it. So President Awaba, a few days after, what we need that particular commitment now.